This is the introduction video for engineering computation course, and essentially I just wanted to say things which we have been writing in the engineering computing NING group, and I guess some of you probably would like to see something talked about, so that's why I'm going to store this video, and I'll give you a web address so you can listen to this video. Okay, as far as the course is concerned, the course is about the engineering computation, and we are really looking at two different programs. We're looking at the Maxima, which is capable of symbolic and numeric calculations. Then we also will have time, hopefully, to look into Scilab, which is similar to MATLAB and which will be strictly numerical calculations. Now, why did I choose these two programs? It's simple, because these programs are freely available, and in case if you don't have access to the, let's say, Mathematica or MATLAB or Maple, then these programs can serve as a substitute for those programs. Also, the Maxima is very capable of being a better calculator in a lot of ways. When I say better calculator, means it does all the numerical calculations your calculator will do. Then on the top of that, it will also do numerical integration, differentiation, and simple diff equations, and there are other built-in packages that could do so many other things. So what we're doing is that basically in first set of exercises we're going over different parts and capabilities of Maxima. That's the whole idea. And the way it's being done is I give you a session as on your web page. In the session, the first part of the session is essentially theory. Then the bottom part of most of the session is using examples where you use Maxima to solve problems. Now, so you need to go through the entire session, especially the last part where the Maxima is used. Now, then you have assignments, and those assignment problems are very similar to the examples I have provided at the end of session. So if you go through in detail on how this thing works, means if you go through the session properly, then you should not really have any problem in solving the assignment problems. Now, there is something you need to know, that is we're using WX Maxima as the interface for your input console. So make sure that when you install the WX Maxima, because Maxima gives you an option on Windows for two different types of consoles or the Windows, but as I said that you will be using WX Maxima as your interface. In fact, the two are very similar, but it's just that WX Maxima is a newer one and gives you better options. Now, when you open up Maxima on your PC, you get two lines. You get the line which says input. You type your actual statement for Maxima and make sure that you have a colon at the end, because if you don't put the colon, Maxima is still assuming that you are going to give more input. So make sure that you have that at the end, and then you press enter. The next line comes out as an output, and with the output you could pretty much see what the answer is. If there's a mistake, you can go back using the arrow key, up arrow key, and that will allow you to make corrections, and then you can re-enter it. So that's the quick way of going through it. Besides that, there is a little lesson plan you have. There's an intro on how to use the WX Maxima interface. You should go through that, and that will help you in getting moving. Now, when you solve problems, you could give statement by statement, or you could give the whole thing as one single statement. I mean, you could type 4 different inputs at one time, and you could actually place all 4 lines at one time. Then Maxima will just run all 4 and give you the answer. So that all shows up in the window, but you have to also submit some of your answers. So for that, what you do is you just highlight all the thing you want to copy. So you highlight it, you copy it, and then you could paste this into your Microsoft Word file. So when you solve problems, what you will do is you'll have the problem statement coming from the file I gave you, and then right at the end of the problem statement, when you have done your solution, you just do a copy and paste from the Maxima window into your Microsoft Word window. And this is how you will keep all your answers. Then at the end of, let's say, 2 weeks, you get the project, and project are basically same problems from what you have done in assignment. So when I ask you, let's say, do submit problem 2 from assignment 1, you just copy and paste the whole problem into your new Microsoft Word document, and that's the document which you will be submitting as part of your projects. And as you notice, there are only 2 projects, and there's a third project at the end, plus there is extra 10 points for the third project, and that's what you probably will be doing something on your own. So that's essentially is what we are doing. Now, for most part, you'll be reading and you're solving problems, and if you have any questions, you could post those right at the Ning group you have created. Now, we will try to make this class a little bit more interactive, and like I'm making this video, and we will try some other ways of communicating, and they will come as needed.